Hey guys, how's it going? Beardbucks here for another video. This time for where it all began for Amazon, giving you insight into how Amazon became who they are today. Amazon was created by Jeff Bezos on July 5th, 1994. It started out as an online bookstore. By 1997, just 3 years after starting Amazon, was carrying 2.5 million titles of books, and sales for that year came in at $148 million. This was all online with no actual brick and mortar stores like a company such as Barnes and Nobles. During the same year, on May 15th, 1997, Amazon went public and sold shares for $18 each. What a bargain that is now, since the stock is up to almost $1,700. Once they conquered the first step of dominating the book industry and selling music, CDs kind of music, since Amazon Music as we know it hadn't been started yet, Bezos said, "We're at an inflection point where we are now looking at a broader range of products." So that's where step 2 comes in. The next thing they started to sell was electronics. Selling electronics really helped the company grow rapidly and take on companies like Circuit City, who are no longer a brick and mortar store. However, surprisingly, Circuit City is still around today and has a website that they still sell electronics on, although I'm not sure how much they're actually selling. Step 3. In July 2002, Amazon Web Services would be the next business they jumped into. After building such a crazy computer system for e-commerce, as we all know them for, they realized they could use it for hosting other online companies. Thanks to the Apple App Store ecosystem, many apps use Amazon Web Services to host their company and proprietary data, such as apps like Candy Crush, dating apps like Tinder, housing apps like Airbnb, and if these weren't crazy enough, companies like NASA and even Netflix use Amazon Web Services, which is ironic since Amazon has Prime TV. So, in theory, if Amazon Web Services goes down, then Netflix would go down for the time being. If the e-commerce store wasn't enough, Amazon started to show its true growth beast potential when it started to launch and create their own hardware. In 2007, they launched the Kindle, which Morgan Stanley said in 2014 they sold $5 billion worth of these Kindles. In 2012, they released the Kindle Fire HD tablet. Then in 2014, they launched the Fire Phone. Doesn't that sound pretty cool? The Fire Phone, which is you may be able to figure out didn't sell all that well since people are walking around with these Fire Phones. I mean, how many people have you seen with this Fire Phone? Because I haven't seen any. And they took a pretty big loss over this. It took a $170 million hit on this phone. Hey, look at that. Amazon isn't successful at everything after all, as so we thought. Overall, it's surprising to hear that Jeff Bezos has said on products like the Kindle and Fire tablet, the company just breaks even. They really don't make any money. They break even on these devices themselves. Where they really make the money and the margin is on the content you then download after that you've purchased these. As if being an e-commerce business, web service business, and a hardware business now wasn't already enough, they started entering the entertainment business. In 2007, the same year they launched the Kindle, Amazon launched Amazon Music. It became the first music store to sell music without digital rights management. They currently, to this day, have a catalog of somewhere in the range of 29,100,000 tracks. Then in 2010, they launched Amazon Video, which was run by former Walt Disney executive Roy Price. In 2017, Amazon Video made history by becoming the first streaming company to win an Oscar for Manchester by the Sea, which Amazon paid a jaw-dropping $10 million for the domestic rights of this film. In 2014, Amazon paid $970 million for video game streaming giant Twitch. Twitch has more than 55 million users and accounts for 2% of all internet traffic in the whole entire world. Doesn't seem like a lot, but 2% of anything is a lot when you're talking about the world global scale. That is more internet traffic than Hulu, WWE, ESPN, CNN, NBC News, and even the MLB network get. That's the scale of this company that they purchased. Amazon has bought a lot of other companies such as IMDb, who is one of the biggest movie websites in the world where you can see reviews from movies and actors in a movie. They also bought Audible. They didn't create that company, they bought it for $300 million, and it is the #1 player in audiobooks. They also bought Annapurna, hopefully I'm not butchering that, Labs, a semiconductor company, and it isn't clear what they are doing with this company quite yet. However, it wasn't cheap, coming at $350 million, which is cheap for them but not cheap for us. Kiva Systems. It's a robotic company they purchased for $775 million. These are the robots you will see in the fulfillment centers moving products around on those tall, bookshelf looking robots. They also bought Zappos, a shoe company, for $1.2 billion. And it's not just any shoe company, but the largest shoe website in the whole entire world. They also bought Whole Foods for the biggest purchase price yet at $13.7 billion, where now Prime members get an additional 10% off sale items in store. There are many more companies Amazon has purchased that now the size and growth of Amazon is huge and incomparable. Before we end, I just wanted to hit on 2 fun facts about Amazon. First fun fact is Jeff Bezos owns another company. He owns a rocket company of all things, and it's called Blue Horizon. If you're interested, you should look it up. It's quite interesting. A company to possibly compete with Amazon and SpaceX. The company actually almost cost Bezos his life, which many people do not know about, because while scouting for land for the Blue Horizon company in a helicopter, Bezos and others got hit by a gust of wind, causing the helicopter to crash. He survived. A second fun fact is that Bezos owns the Washington Post newspaper. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be putting out more videos like this, while also putting other videos out with more in-depth business look into stocks. If you want a chance to win free stocks, such as this first giveaway at 100 subscribers, hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks everyone. Beardbucks out.